Do you know anything about low impact design?
No.
Do you know anything about low impact design?
Nope.
Currently, in buildings and homes, water use is inefficiently high. Non-contact water or water that will not be used for drinking, cooking, or bathing currently comes from the same source as drinking water. Water is transported long distances across cities using expensive infrastructure. Low impact design attempts to address some of these issues. Low impact design is the incorporation of natural water systems in the design of buildings and land to reduce the impacts of development and wastewater on natural bodies of water. Low impact designs can reduce the demand for potable water by 70% by turning stormwater into water for lawn irrigation and flushing toilets. Rain gardens help reduce the need for storm drains by absorbing some water that would normally need to be transported to sewers. Combined, these designs reduce the concentration of harmful substances being released into the local bodies of water by encouraging local on-site management of wastewater. Streams can be used as natural sewer systems to transport rainwater and runoff.
I guess the benefits are just like it's sustainable. Cost savings is probably a big thing. Um, it's to me it's better for the plants because rainwater it's better for and any treated water on plants is not as good as rainwater. So we've done a few projects. Um, we've got bioswales and vegetated filter strips over at Lazaretus Hall in the parking lots. That the water runs off the parking lots and actually waters the plants. We've got actually in the dining hall quad the same thing. We also have a rain garden that we installed a couple years ago over at the Indigenous Student Center on Albert Street. So the rain comes off the roof of that building, and the whole garden's on a slope, so it just kind of waters everything as the water goes down the hill. We've got rainwater harvesting systems. We've got one at the Mac House quad area. There's a big one at Lazaretus Hall, and then we have a small one in the backyard of the Indigenous Student Center as well. Green roofs, we've got a couple of green roofs on campus. At the Fred Nichols Campus Center we've got one, and two of them on Lazaretus Hall as well. Permeable paving, we do a little bit of that. We've got the patio area at Lazaretus Hall on the 4th floor has permeable paving that collects the water that goes into the cistern, and we use it to water plants on the property. What else? We've got self-watering planters all around campus. So any of the big planters you see, they've got a reservoir in the bottom, and the rainwater actually collects in the bottom, and the water wicks up into the soil and waters the plants, so we don't have to water them as much.
Do you have anything like gray water flush toilets or like low flush toilets?
At Lazaretus Hall?
At Lazaretus Hall?
Yeah, that cistern is actually hooked up to the toilets.
Okay, cool.
And so it does the toilets, and it does the outside irrigation, and also waters the bamboo garden inside the building.
Low impact design decreases the concentration of harmful chemicals such as household cleaners like soap and bleach, and motor oil that reaches bodies of water through traditional centralized drain water systems. It encouraged the use of green space not only for aesthetic purposes but also for environmental efficiency. Furthermore, it reduces water shortages in general and with the increasing concern for the lack of resources and water on our planet. This will be beneficial for the overall success of our future. The issues regarding the lack of low impact design have clearly been addressed. With the implementation of low impact design, these issues could be resolved and/or eliminated altogether.
Now that you know about low impact design, would you support that, Laurier?
Of course. I would support low impact design.
So some of the challenges that low impact design faces, and especially for the architects and the builders, is the clients, because they don't always necessarily want to design to be environmentally sustainable, because it often has the association that it'll cost more for the client. So that's something that we face on a daily basis as a challenge for architects.
Studies have shown that with education and awareness initiatives, people are more willing to support low impact design beyond simply the aesthetic benefits involved. Key champions of low impact design are essential to implementation of these initiatives. If there are enough people supporting green development, perceptions can be changed and institutions can begin to institute policies and initiatives regarding the environment.
Basically, what we need is a bit of a mindset change, and we need it to be the standard that every building is built sustainably, and that just be the standard. And we need the clients and the architects and the builders and everyone involved to be on the same page with that.
That's where you come in. Funding is of critical importance. And lobbying, trying to get people to implement changes through demand. Educate yourself on the matter, talk to your local MPs and mayors about the topic, influence design standards. If it becomes a standard in the community, then construction firms will start implementing low impact design.